Unhappiness rarely announces itself with dramatic sadness. More often, it arrives very quietly. You know, it disguises itself as constant busyness, endless distraction, irritability, numbness, or the feeling that something is missing, even when life appears to be going well. Many people don't realize they're unhappy because they have learned to function without feeling. You know, one of the clearest signs of unhappiness is losing your ability to be present. Your mind constantly lives in the past, replaying regrets, or in the future, chasing a moment when life will finally feel complete. You begin surviving instead of living. Another sign is that nothing truly satisfies you. Achievements provide only brief relief before the emptiness returns. You seek more entertainment, more validation, more possessions, or even more accomplishments, hoping the next experience will fix what feels absent within. You know, unhappiness also reveals itself in your relationships. You become emotionally unavailable, easily irritated, overly critical, or disconnected from the people you care about. Sometimes the greatest symptoms isn't sadness, but the inability to experience genuine joy, gratitude, or curiosity. You know, and again, the most overlooked sign is when you stop recognizing yourself. You continue fulfilling responsibilities, but you no longer feel connected to your values. You no longer feel connected to your purpose or your own identity. Eh? Life becomes something you manage rather than something you experience. You know, psychologically, unhappiness often emerges when there is a gap between your external life and your internal needs. Chronic stress, unresolved emotional pain, suppressed feelings, and living according to other people's expectations can gradually erode well being. The mind adapts to emotional discomfort, making unhappiness feel normal. It is self-awareness that helps you expose these hidden patterns before they become your identity. You know, spiritually, unhappiness can be an invitation rather than a punishment. It may signal that you have drifted away from what gives your life meaning. The soul often becomes restless when we neglect authenticity, we neglect purpose, we neglect gratitude, or connection. So instead of asking, how do I escape this feeling? You should be asking yourself, what is this feeling trying to teach me? You know, in short, unhappiness is not simply the presence of pain. It is often the absence of alignment. When your thoughts, your actions, your relationships, and your values begin moving in different directions, the heart notices before the mind does. So listen to that quiet discomfort. It may not be telling you that your life is over. It may be telling you that your life is asking to be lived differently. You know, my people, hail, hail.